Well, today is 7/26/2021. I got some good news today and some bad news. Well, screwed up news. First of all, my name is Shafiq. Kifafullah. Kifafullah. Lolo. That's my name. On 1/6/2020, I was assaulted and attempted murder on my life by my now ex-wife. She was beating the hell out of me because I've never hit her. She was beating the hell out of me on 1/6/2020. She's telling me, I want you to catch AIDS and die like me, Let's get this straight, Tony. Like I told you before, you knew this. I don't know why you keep asking me the same thing, but I'm going to tell you again for the last time. I did not know, and I got the documents that my ex-wife had HIV until she was working for Babies R Us and Toys R Us when she got sick in Minnesota. And there's cases right now that are still pending in Minnesota with people that had HIV and didn't notify the people and blase. But what's so interesting about it is that there was an attorney from Minnesota that did an appeal for a client. He was a pimp, and he had all these women, and he never told them that he had AIDS. So they sentenced him. They wanted to give him 25 years in Minnesota. They did. But he won an appeal, and he got it like 5 years, plus he had to register as a sex offender. All right? But my point to that, though, Jimmy and Tony, is like I said before, I never knew that she had HIV, and I got it the letter. I had a hard time getting it that I signed in the emergency room when I took her to the emergency when she got sick in Minnesota. And it was January, February, March, I think it was, around March, right before April, because there was snow out in Minnesota. So it was around that time. And so I never knew that she had HIV until she got sick. The emergency doctor told me. And I just told him, hey, you know what? Treat her like she's the president of the United States. Give her the best care, regardless of the bill. That's the way I felt at that time, because I was at that time in love with my wife very much. So anyway, to make a long story short, freedom of the press. Let's get that cleared now. I'm not violating no laws and no rules of YouTube or anything else. I'm saying what I want to say because I'm saying the truth. I don't have to lie to nobody about nothing. So anyway, she always tried to kill herself, always hurt herself. In the state of Minnesota, the bad part about the state of Minnesota is very racist when it comes to men. If you're African American, Spanish, you have no rights in the state of Minnesota. You don't. You have no rights. All a girl got to say, well, a dog, because they're dogs. I got so much hate in me right now because of this, of the lies and stuff. When a person lies on a person, you get hate, Nothing but hate builds up, and you have no rights. They have more rights than us guys do. And it shouldn't be like that. They should not be above the law. Just like these punk ass sheriffs, they should not be above the law. Just like punk ass cop, they should not be above the law. None of them should be above the law. False reports, false evidence they presented, a mark on her chin. Never knew about it until I picked her up from work. That's where the mark was from, her chin. Never touched her whatsoever. And I know the punk ass deputies are monitoring this here. You can't change no words what I say or none of that bullshit. So let's get that fucking clear now, because this is not just being monitored here. It's also being recorded somewhere else where it's being protected. Okay? So let's get that cleared right now. I don't give a fuck what you monitor. You know, don't give a fuck. Don't care about you. You're liars. You plant evidence. I know you did. And everybody else will know you're done. You have planted evidence with my ex-wife. I took a polygraph test a couple of months ago. An associate of mine paid for it for me. He contacted somebody that he knew in Minnesota, and he wanted me to take a polygraph test. I said, all right, I'll take it. The questions they asked me was, did you ever hit your wife? Her name? Nope. He passed. He didn't lie. On 5/7/2020, did you have an argument with your wife? Yes. What happened? I was coming from the car wash. I even showed my receipt to the deputy. He destroyed that. I contacted the corporate office. They sent me the original receipt, a copy of the receipt, because it was still in a system. Got home from the car wash, told I was going to the car wash. First picked her up at work. She had a mark on her chin from picking at her face. Put a Band-Aid on it. I saw these new pictures today, but hold up, let me get back to this here. Put a Band-Aid on it. When we got home, first we stopped off at Walgreens, Fairboat. She had to get some women's stuff. You hungry? No. I'm going to feed Lulu and Bandit. Fed the dog and the cat. I'm going to go get the car wash. Oh, bugs all over the car and everything, et cetera, et cetera. So went to get the car wash. Come back. I hear a guy's voice. Listening. She's Skyping some guy that's all over the internet now. She's in a black negligee, breasts out, got the dildo, got a screw movie on the TV, no sound. And she's Skyping this guy. And the guy goes, oh, thank you for the money you sent me. What did you tell your husband? She goes, oh, that fucking idiot? What did you tell him? Oh, I told him I was sending it to my daughter. You know, why, you need more money? So I'm standing in the hallway listening to this. I know this was a setup because when I come up the steps, you could hear the door open and everything else. And Bandit was sitting right there at the front steps, wagging his tail, making all the noise. So I know she heard me come in the house. So I'm in the hallway, and you go to the left. I'm in the hallway, bathroom, the bedroom. Well, there's 2 rooms, a bedroom, another room, and another room. 3-bedroom house. And so then he goes, she goes, well, do you need more money? What you gonna tell him? Well, I'll tell an idiot I gotta get supplies for AutoZone. I said, oh, okay, now I'm an idiot. First I'm an asshole, now I'm an idiot. Okay. So then, what do you got on? Oh, I got on this black negligee this idiot bought me. You know. Why, you want to see? Breasts all out. She's in the middle of the bed. That's when I walk in. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? She jumps up, sits up in the middle of the bed, phone in her right hand. Okay. Phone is in her right hand. She sits up. Now it's on her right leg. I see the guy. I'm like, who the fuck are you? What the fuck y'all doing? He hangs up quick. I'm thinking it's Johan. This guy I know. That's what first I thought it was Johan. All right. And so then all of a sudden, I said, you know what? Divorce is final. That's it. That's it. Divorce is final. That's it. So she turns around and I walk out the bedroom. I'm getting ready to leave. She comes up behind me, grabs my ponytail, starts beating the hell out of me again. Now she's trying to throw me down the stairs. She's punching me, kicking me, biting me, scratching me. She's tearing me up again. You know, I got scratches on my neck, punched in the eye, had my contacts on, had a black eye, swollen lip. She wailing at me real hard. All right. All this time, all of that's being recorded because inside the house was recorders. But before I get to that part, I'll say this. So anyway, when she stops, you know, as she's hitting me, hit me back. I'm just holding on to the banister so she don't throw me down the stairs again. You know, and I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of you trying to commit suicide to yourself. I'm tired of you hurting yourself. I'm tired of you hurting me. I'm tired of you abusing me. I'm tired of you calling me the N-word. I'm just fed up with it. I'm tired of this marriage. No more. I'm not taking it no more. I told you in 2019 I want my divorce. You try to kill yourself. You had to take a couple of days off so you could calm yourself down because you hurt yourself. I'm fed up with this. I can't take it no more. You know, you want to cheat? Cheat. Get the hell out of my life. I'll make your life miserable. So she's yelling, hit me back, you motherfucking nigga this, nigga that, hit me back. I'm holding on to the banister. So she walks away and I'm thinking she's going for a knife, but she did go for a knife in the kitchen. I forgot to put the knives up. So I get downstairs, jump in the car, take off. And I'm gone for hours. I'm driving up and down Highway 3 in Faribault. I'm going northbound, southbound, got towards Fullerton. I forgot what it was called, but got towards that way. I'm just going up and down Highway 3 in Faribault. Just going up and down Highway 3 in Faribault, you know, for hours. So I called someone up, explaining to them what happened again and stuff. Man, you need to just leave that woman, just divorce that woman. She ain't no good. We've been telling y'all that, man. She didn't even have the decency to tell you she had AIDS. The doctor did. You need to just go ahead. I'm divorcing her now. This is it. I can't take the abuse from her no more, man. I can't take the abuse from her. So anyway, that's what happened on May 7th. January, February, March, April, May 5th, 2000. No, May 5/7, 2020. That's what happened on 5/7, 2020. So I'm going up and down Highway 3. She's calling me. I'm hanging up. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to talk to her at all. I don't even want to be bothered with this woman no more. I just want my divorce, get it over with. That's it. So anyway, Tony, I filed for my divorce. I also filed a complaint against the judge because the judge would not give me anything I asked for. Subpoenas, subpoena records, because she wasn't producing the right forms from her job, et cetera, et cetera. The judge tells me, well, we're going to move this date when she took the money out of the bank. No, you can't do that. You can't just change the date when she took something out of the bank, when she cleaned out the bank account. So any attorney tells you that they can't do that in the state of Minnesota, that's bullshit, because they can get away with it. Because it happened to me. It happened to me. Okay? So when you file a complaint against a judge in the state of Minnesota, they retaliate against you. There's no ifs and no buts. I was denied every fucking thing that I needed to prove that she was lying, to prove she's a liar, and everything else. I was denied everything. Okay? So let's get that clear right now. All right? So then I'm calling out. No, she's calling me, and I don't want to talk to you. I have nothing to say to you. You know, oh, let me just get my medicine. That's all I want is my medicine. Let me get my medicine, you know. Let me get my medicine. So I go to the house. Now, mind you, like I said, there was cameras in the house, okay? There was cameras in the house. See you just the way you seeing me on here. There was cameras in the house, all right? Go to the house. I'm standing down the steps. She's above the steps. I don't know who she's talking to on the phone because she's on her phone. And I said, I just want my medicine. Give me my medicine. Give me my Tylenol, takes the Tylenol, dumps it out on the floor. Blood pressure pills, dumps out on the floor. She just dumps it out on the floor. I said, fuck it. I walk out. Fuck it. Walk to work. That's what I told her. Walk to work. Fuck you. I walk out. Get in the car. Out of the driveway. We're facing Highway 3, going south and north. I can't pull out. I got a big truck with these white birds coming southbound on Highway 3, so I can't pull out. Here come another truck. So just when the second truck passed, I pull out. I'm between my neighbor's house and this other neighbor. Before I get there, as I pull out, I see this car coming down with no lights on. Then I see the car make a U-turn, and they put the lights on me. I'm already over as I pull out. I'm between my neighbor and his neighbor. Right there where there's a sign. I pulled out, pulled up right over there. So this lady comes up on me. She says, hey, Keith, what's going on? I'm just tired of getting hit. I'm tired of her abusing me. I'm tired of her trying to kill me. That's all I say. That's all I say. So on the radio, before I get to that part, they talking to her inside the house. One of the officers make a statement. Did he hit you? No. I was punching him in the head and doing all of that, and my hand hurts. Well, what do you want to do with him? You got any marks? So she pulls the Band-Aid off of her chin that she had on from work. She pulls the Band-Aid off of her chin. She claimed that I scratched her. Okay? She claimed I scratched her. Mind you, never hit no woman. Never hit no woman. So she claims that with the deputy, when the deputy tells her, oh, we could put that on him as a domestic assault. We could put that on him. And I'm watching this video from the house. I'm like, you motherfuckers. She beats me down, puts me in the hospital January 6, 2020. I did not know this Deputy Keith did not do the report right until she told me. I did not know none of this. I did not know when she got drunk in March, when she told me she did a sexual favor for Deputy Keith when she was drunk, so he wouldn't file the charges on her for domestic abuse on me and put me in the hospital. That came out of her mouth. Let's get that clear now. That came out of my ex-wife's mouth, okay? So when she told me that, I told Terry what she said. Terry says, go get that report. Go get the report. She was 100% right. There was no charges filed on her for the domestic abuse assault on me. No charges whatsoever. There was enough evidence to file charges on her from the medical bill, from the medical report, and everything. So much evidence and pictures. Her nail marks were in my throat so bad, they had to send me to another hospital to get dye in my throat to see how much damage she did. You see how much damage she did. That's how far her nails went into my neck. They cleaned me up and everything else. You know, and then they put me on that medicine to prevent you from getting AIDS, which is a bunch of bullshit. All it did was got me sick, lost weight, kidneys going bad, liver going bad behind that medicine. That's all it does. It's junk. So anyway, when I'm watching the video, I see the same deputy that assaulted me, strong arm robbed me with a badge. And everything I'm saying on YouTube, by the way, let me say this right now. We got it all original videos from YouTube, from what was said. Because everything that was said on YouTube, they put in their police reports days later. Everything they said, everything that was said on YouTube that I said, they put in a police report against me. That's how stupid they are. Okay? So, anyway, I'm like, oh, so you're setting me up now. Okay. This bitch know I never hit her. She has stage 3 AIDS. You touch blood, you got to immediately go to the hospital. There's no ifs and no buts. you know. I said, all right, no problem. So as I hear what the lady's radio says is, oh, she got a scratch on her face. She got a scratch on her. He comes out, cop. Well, he ain't a cop, he's a deputy. He comes out, he grabs me out of the car. Somebody said something. And you can hear her, oh, I want the car keys, I want the house keys, I want his wallet. I'm arguing now with this deputy. You can't do that shit, man. That's marital property. You gotta wait till divorce court. You can't take shit from me. You locking me up? Lock me up with my property, man. I'm not giving you authority to do a fucking thing. Lock me up with my property. That's how he strong arm robbed me. I had $200 cash in my wallet. You see, $200 cash in my wallet. That's how he robbed me. That's how I know he went to YouTube, watched YouTube with my ex-wife, and put that in his statement that he said he told me this. He never told me nothing. Because first of all, let's get one thing fucking clear here. I don't talk to no fucking cops or deputies, okay? Here's my license. Here's my registration to my car. Give me the ticket or whatever. I ain't got nothing to say to you. I'm not like the rest of these idiots out here. Oh, I was going here. Here's my license. Here's my registration. Shut your fucking mouth. Write your ticket. Can I search your car? No, you cannot search my car. You ain't gonna put no drugs in my car. I don't drink. Don't mess with drugs. There's no drugs in my car. No alcohol, no weapons. You don't search shit. Bring a search dog. Bring your supervisor. But you ain't getting in my fucking car. Okay? You ain't planting shit in my car. My car got all kind of cameras. Going straight to the internet. All kind of cameras. So I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck what you say. Because you plant something in my car, trust me, you will not be alive no more. That ain't no threat. That's a promise. Allah bear me witness. Point blank. Okay? So, I see how y'all get away with planting drugs, planting guns, and all of this stuff on people. It's all over the news. That's why a lot of y'all motherfuckers are going to jail now. Because you can't keep your lies straight. But I just want that deputy in the ring that caught me the word nigga. That's the one I want. I tried to file a report with the sheriff's department. They gave me the runaround. If I come back there, I get locked up for trespassing. I tried all of that. The sheriff's department in Fairboat needs to be shut down. They all need to be locked up. All need to be locked up. Even some of the Fairboat police officers. Because I witnessed one that beat the shit out of his wife. I think it was 2007 or 2008, somewhere around there. She worked at Walmart. And he went over there and just started wailing on that lady. I even got a call from an investigator from over there, matter of fact, that asked me all of this questions. When's your dirty break? That ain't none of your business. Now, do you want to ask me, did I witness him hit the lady? Yes, I was in the parking lot waiting on my wife at that time. Yes, we both witnessed him hitting his wife. And he was in uniform. Fairboat police officer. See? He was in uniform. And he smacked the shit out of that woman. You see? But I forgot. They wasn't Mexican and they wasn't black. So that's why they got away with that, But yeah, Fairboat police plants evidence, falsified police reports, falsified evidence with the help of my ex-wife. So anyway, I got today to see another picture. It was so hilarious. I have no nails. You see, never had nails. I have no nails. It's impossible to scratch someone with no nails. Impossible. So I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? But I already got 2 strikes against me. One is, like they say, I'm a nigga. That's the biggest strike against me. Like they told me, I was a nigga. And I'm a guy. That's my second strike. So those are the 2 strikes against us men in the state of Minnesota. By your nationality and because you're a guy. A woman can say anything. No, it's not true and everything else. I even filed an appeal, a recall appeal on her restraining order because she lied. Not only did she lie in her restraining order, but also I've been doing my research. I can file a lawsuit, even though it's a private industry. I could file a lawsuit against Hope in Faribault, Minnesota. Federal lawsuit, so they lose their funding. You see, restraining orders are not out there to be abused. When you bust your woman cheating, that's the first thing they want to do. Okay, that's what I did. I bust her again. I knew she was cheating. Just give me my divorce. I knew she was cheating. But when she said she would get revenge on me and retaliation, now I see what she meant. Now I believe her. Now, let's say, got all the evidence and everything. The courts don't care. So I'll be a guy, let me see, that will lose his home behind false charges, false evidence, go to prison, and you think when I get out, I'm supposed to go here, register here, do this and do that? I don't think so. What I'm going to do, Allah bear me witness, and I give you my word as a promise. This ain't no threat. Let's get one thing clear here. A promise means you promise to give someone something. It's not a threat. That's not a threat. I'm promising. I'm promising. I don't believe I'm going to take the law into my own hands on everybody involved in this. You set me up. False charges, false evidence. I don't give a fuck what you are. I really don't. You made me lose my home, lose everything, and you think that I'm supposed to come out and go see a fucking, what do you call it, parole officer or whatever, for a case that I'm not guilty of? No. I'm coming out. I'm going to be the first motherfucking Minnesota mass murderer. That's what I'm going to be, because that's what y'all made me into. So when you see on the news, why did he do it? Well, I did it to everyone involved that lied, that planted evidence, because the laws are not out there like they say for niggers in Minnesota. The laws are not out there for blacks in Minnesota, because these fucking women could get away with all kinds of shit. Lie their fucking asses off. They abuse the system. They do it all. They do it all. They do it all. And they get away with it. Never knew she was a prostitute in Minnesota. Never knew she had AIDS in Minnesota until she got sick in Minnesota. Never knew she ran drugs from Minnesota to a place called Wisconsin, which I still don't know where the fuck that's at. So I never knew none of this. Never knew she ran credit card fraud with her ex, welfare fraud with her ex. Never knew none of this. She told me all of this. So how would I know? She told me all of this. How would I know that Deputy Keith did a lousy report, not once asked me about the abuse, showing him stuff, he didn't want to see it. Then they tried to delete stuff from my phone on May 7th. Didn't realize that someone else had, my phone was connected with someone else. And they kept changing the password to try to get into my phone. And it was blocking them out. Showed my ex-wife destroying the house, cutting up the stuff, removing the cameras in the house. We got the hard drive now, showed all of that, showed all of that. But I forgot it's my word, because I'm, like they called me a nigger against a Korean woman. Not even a woman, she's a dog. All I wanted was divorce. I bust you again, never hit you, never done anything to hurt you, took good care of you, and you lie that much on another human being. You are trash. You are trash. The old saying is true. You can't make a hoe into a housewife. You are no good. Once a cheater, always a cheater. See, I'm not like some other guy. I just want a divorce. You want to cheat? Get the hell out of my life. I don't need you with me. Go your separate fucking way. Get the fuck away from me. But she got what she wanted. She got what she wanted. She got my car. She got away with everything in the bank account, over $40-something thousand. stimulus check, even the divorce judge showed retaliation because I filed a complaint against her because she wouldn't let me have what I needed to prove that my ex-wife was lying. Even the divorce judge. But you see, you could sue a judge. That's the best part about it all. See, they lose all credibility and immunity when they violate the law. And they should be removed from the bench. They should be removed from the bench, you know? And it's sick how you ask for a divorce, you bust your wife cheating again, and you in the wrong when you leave the house. I told the bitch, walk to work. I don't give a fuck about you. Walk to work. I don't want you. I don't love you. Walk to work. Walk to work. For the last time, she had a Band-Aid on her chin. I put the other Band-Aid on her chin when we got home. I put Neosporin on her chin when we got home because she was picking at it. She always picks at her chin. She always picking at her chin, making herself bleed. She always bleeding, coming home with cuts and everything from AutoZone. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's against the law in the United States. You have no freedom of speech, freedom of the press. Let me see. She puts in there, well, he talked to this person. He talked to that person about me. So what? I didn't break no laws. I didn't break no federal, no state, no rules or regulations. I didn't break no laws. We could not find nowhere in the law because someone says something about them, they could put a restraining order out on somebody. That's abuse of power. Abuse of the restraining order laws. The laws are not out there because someone don't like you. Someone says something about you on the internet. They say things about Jesus Christ on the internet. They say things about that stupid ass Trump on the internet. You don't see thousands of people running there to sue. I forgot. Only by the color of your skin in the state of Minnesota, you can get a falsified, bogus restraining order against an African-American man and a Spanish. Only in the state of Minnesota. This bitch knew she couldn't do this shit in California. That's why she wanted to stay in Minnesota. Because she knows the laws. She's a hoe from Minnesota. A drug dealer, a thief, a crook from Minnesota. That's why I see all people in Minnesota now. Certain people. There's some nice people. There's some nice people that couldn't believe that she did this. There's people that seen her abuse me several times. Hit me with the skillet, threw my leg out the window, take my leg from me. All that stuff. Plenty of people seen that. But I forgot because of the color of my skin, and I'm a guy, Minnesota law says I have no rights. I have no rights. That's what the law says. I have no rights. So now these judges got to tell me I have no rights. And they refuse to tell me that. They refuse to tell me. I come up with some bullshit. They twist words around. It's so amazing how crooked these judges are and how racist they are. But yet they expect a man that lost everything to get out of jail and do not go on a hunting spree and a killing spree. That's what they expect. Well, you expected the wrong thing from the wrong person. Because, hey, I don't give a fuck. You got to put me to death. I get found guilty, you got to put me to death. That's the only thing you got to do. You have to do that. You got to put me to death. Because everyone, God bear me witness, and I'm promising this, everyone involved, and I'm charged with a crime I've never committed. So when you ask yourself, why is he doing this? Because the laws in the state of Minnesota are so corrupt and so crooked, from planting evidence, false statements, perjury on an African-American man, but they call me a nigger. So I ain't got no, that's it. Y'all made me into a hater. Y'all made this into me. Y'all did. Your laws did. Your laws did. Y'all did this to me. Your laws did. Because y'all some crooked, racist motherfuckers in Minnesota. You see? That's what y'all are. Some crooked, racist motherfuckers in Minnesota. There shouldn't even be women judges on the bench. They should be banned. They shouldn't even have the right to open up their fucking mouths because they liars. Let's start DNA testing these judges, these sheriffs, and these cops. And I bet you $1,000, you start putting their DNA in the system, y'all get hit with a lot of rape kits binging off. Oh man, this person did these many rapes. This person did these many rapes. Y'all be getting a lot of hits. Let's start drug testing them. Oh, I forgot. They could use excuses because they got a badge. They could use excuses for killing an African-American unarmed man. They got excuses for killing an African-American kid. They got excuses for planting evidence, falsified statements, perjury. Everyone has excuses. But why is it that if an African-American man, if I was on a jury member, an African-American man killed cops and deputies, I would find him not guilty. If an African-American man or Spanish killed a woman or their woman, I'll find him not guilty. I would find him not, I couldn't be on the jury members because I'll find them not guilty. I won't give a damn what they did. I'll find them not guilty because that's how much hate that I have now for the legal system. And I have brother-in-laws that were cops. They were the best. They worked for internal affairs. I used to watch them lock up cops and shit. I used to love that. Hey, you want to see something good? Watch this, man. They used to go down there, find out where they're at, cuff them up, take their badge off, their gun away from them, put their ass in jail for planting drugs, planting guns, knives. Yeah, I used to love that shit, man. I used to see, man, you know they're going to kill your asses one day. You know they're going to kill your asses one day. That's I used to tell them, one day they're going to kill your asses. They're going to set your asses up. You keep messing with them fools, man. But I know you eternal fast, man. You eternal fast. That's good, man. I've seen a lot of crooked cops in Minnesota. I seen a cop beat the shit out of his woman in Faribault. It was 2006 or 2008. She worked for Walmart. And at that time, my ex-wife worked for Walmart too. And she was telling me about how that lady was so afraid of her husband, she's trying to divorce him. And they took our names down and stuff, and nothing happened to that cop. And they had cameras outside too. And they caught it. I know they caught where she was getting beat up by this officer out there in Faribault, Minnesota, and stuff. And I don't even think anything happened to him. I don't know. All I know is they caught me one day. Did you see? Yeah. You see what he had on? Yeah, he had a police uniform on. You sure it was a cop? Yeah, it was a fucking police. Faribault police officer. It said Faribault police officer, and he beat the shit out of his girl, man. She was a white lady. Yeah, she was a white lady. She worked for Walmart with my ex-wife, Faribault. So I know how crooked Faribault is. I've seen it. I've seen them pull cars over in front of my house, and I got tired of it. Don't stop pulling cars in front of my driveway, man. In my driveway. Pull that shit out in the street, man. Cop told me, well, we could do it. No, you can't do shit. This right here, my property, my driveway is private property. Sidewalk belongs to the city. Stop pulling cars in my driveway. They used to pull cars in my driveway all the time and take the people's beer and put it in the trunk of their car, and then drive off. And the other guy had to back out to get the fuck out of our driveway. I think I still got that on camera. Yeah, because I recorded that on my VHS. I still got that. I believe I still got that somewhere. But it's a shame how in Minnesota, us men have no rights. That's the bottom line. Unless you're a cop, planting evidence, planting drugs, planting guns, falsified statements, falsified evidence. Let's start putting their DNA in the system. Let's start drug testing these judges. Sheriffs, deputies, and police. They work for us. We don't work for them. They work for us. See, in California, she couldn't do this because in California, the laws are really strict about restraining orders. You got to prove that this man did this to you, you know? And then she goes, oh, I got to tell y'all the good news. Okay. I took a polygraph test. A buddy of mine's asked me to take it. And he said he'll pay for it. So he got in contact with an agency that does polygraph tests that's very known. He did. He contacted them and he paid them off. It ran about like $3,000 and change, somewhere around there, I think it was. So anyway, so these are questions they asked me. They asked me a lot of questions. First question was, have you ever, the first one was, which I couldn't understand that. Did you ever love your wife? Yes, I passed. Okay. Then they asked me, do you use drugs, alcohol? No, I passed. Have you ever used drugs or alcohol? No, I passed. Do you own a firearm? No, I passed. Okay, now here come more questions. On 5/7/2020, now they got a copy of all of this stuff. And they asked on 5/7/2020, did you hit, mention my wife's name, ex-wife's name, mention her name. Did you hit her, assault her, pushed her, punch her, scratched her, anything of that nature? Did you assault your wife at that time? No, I did not. Bam, I passed. Did your wife at that time on 5/7/2020, did she assault you, hit you, strike you, hurt you? Yes. Bam! I passed. Have you ever threatened to kill, shoot, assault your wife or anyone else? No. I passed. On 5/7/2020, were you assaulted by any law enforcement individual? Yes. I passed. While you was handcuffed or unhandcuffed? While I was handcuffed. I passed. Another question comes. Was property taken from you that you believe you was being robbed by any law enforcement agency? Yes. I passed. I got the information Saturday, this past Saturday. And I was happy about that. I called them up. I said, I told you I'll pass. I have no reason to lie. But we need her to take the polygraph. Are you crazy? She ain't gonna take no fucking polygraph. First of all, it's admissible in court, but it makes me feel good because I've been telling the truth. I never assaulted my wife, never threatened my wife, never done none of them things in 18 years of marriage. I just wanted a divorce. She started cheating, started flirting. I flirt with a girl. She got mad. I remember this Asian girl in Target. We always used to talk. And she got mad every time we were together. Oh, she's a jealous one. I'm not the jealous one. I've never been jealous in my life. I have no right to be jealous. You know, you want to cheat? Go about your business. I'm old school, man. You want to cheat? Get out of my life. I don't need you around me. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Because you're no good if you got to cheat. And this is how you fellas know when your woman is cheating. And the women know when their man is cheating. Okay? If you turn around and you try this one day, fellas and women, and if it happens, they're cheating. She's cheating. Turn around and say, hey, let me see your cell phone. And if they come out of their mouth, for what? They're cheating. They ain't gonna give you that cell phone. They're cheating. Both sides. If both of them say the same, for what? What do you want to go through my cell phone for? Because I want to look through your phone. They're cheating. That's what they're doing. They're cheating. Now, if that man gives this woman a cell phone, he honors his woman. He respects his woman. If that woman gives the man her cell phone, she honors her man. She respects her man. But if they turn around and say, what do you want to go through my phone for? And don't hand it to you, they're cheating. See, they want to use all of this technology and stuff. They're cheating. They're cheating. You see, that's what they're doing. They're cheating. But I got the evidence Saturday from this agency that my buddy up for me to take the polygraph test in Minnesota. And I passed with flying colors that I was telling the truth. And I never forget the guy's face, you know, and I was like, because he kept saying, well, you get the results, but I got good news for you. I don't got no bad news for you, but I wish we can get her ass up in here. Because I bet you that needle's going to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So I want to ask her the same questions that I asked you, but we got other questions we want to ask her. You see, I passed the flying colors. I passed. Even though a polygraph is admissible in court, but it shouldn't be. It should be admissible to the courts. The court should have a right. If someone asks to take a polygraph test, they should allow that to prove that person's innocence. They should allow that. They should. They should. Because it's a shame how in Minnesota, you can get your life destroyed just behind a lie of a spousal abuse. And let's get one thing clear here. It's these stupid women that put the law in there about anger management. Okay? There's no scientific proof. That is a scheme. That is a pyramid to get money from us guys to make us more pathetic. That's all that is. There's no scientific proof anger management works. All that is a pyramid scheme with the help of the courts and these legislating women that put that in the bill. That's all it is, to make you feel less than a man. That's all it is. So I don't think, oh, wait a minute, you're going to put me on what? No, I think you better give me the death penalty because I'm not going out there, because I know I go out there, you put me in prison for a crime I've never committed in my life, never hurt this woman, been there 1,000% for my wife, and you put me in jail, already lost everything else, don't got no family, so you expect for me to go do this and go do that? No, I'm going to start killing. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start killing everything that was involved in this. I'm promising you I'm killing. I'm giving you a promise. I'm killing because you put me away behind lies and false evidence, planted evidence. So I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how it goes now because I lost everything. I don't care no fucking more. I do not fucking care no more. I don't care. That's what y'all did to me. The state of Minnesota justice did to me. So don't get mad when I get out and I start killing everything in sight, because that's what I'm going to do. There ain't no ifs and no buts. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm saying straight out on this. That's what the fuck I'm going to do. I'm killing. I'm promising to kill everyone involved. That's a promise. That ain't no threat. Let's get that cleared out. That's a promise. You people set me up. The laws are only for women, liars, falsified statements, perjury, point blank. I have no rights So why the fuck I should let other people that caused this to me to breathe the same air I breathe? That's not right. I should have that right to take my revenge. And that's the bottom line. That's the fucking bottom line, man. That's the bottom line. Because you turn around, the system wants to make a guy to revenge, to hate, and murder. The system done that. Nobody done that to that man but the system. So when I see on the news a cop got killed, a deputy got killed, I tilt my hat to that individual. I don't care about nobody. Don't put the uniform on. You do not have more rights than anyone else. Y'all not above the law. Cops and deputies get away with murder, rape, robbery. It's all over the news. See, nowadays, people are saying, wait a minute, let's start taking a closer look at these cases here. Let's start taking a closer look at these so-called abuse cases and everything. Let's start taking a closer look at here, because this doesn't make no sense here, man. We got more African Americans and Spanish doing long time for spousal abuse than whites, than other race. We got to start taking a look at this. Was this case real? Was these charges planted? Was this testimony false testimony? And they finding a lot of this stuff out in New York, Las Vegas, Nevada, Chicago, California, especially, because there's one lady, she just got 15 years in state prison for perjury, false testimony on a domestic violence case when her husband never hit her. Never hit her. And all he did was walk home and she in bed with two guys. And this poor guy lost his job, his home. The only thing he had was family to go to. But they reopened up that case and that bitch is in jail in California. That's why California got the strictest laws about that. You're just not going to throw a restraining order on this person without this being investigated. You're not going to accuse this person here of domestic violence when he never domestic violence, in no history whatsoever of domestic violence. I walked in her cheating. I don't care. I asked for a divorce in 2019 of June before she went to Korea. I didn't even know her ex was out in California from Minnesota. And to an associate, hey man, Shafiq, where you at? I'm in Minnesota. Dude, where's Mimi? Out there in California, why? Dude, she with somebody else walking the street over here on La Brea, hugging and kissing. Okay. All right. I knew she was cheating, you know. I'm going to send you a picture. All right. No problem. Send me a picture. Send it through the email. Cause I don't got no, I still got my flip phone. All right, man. Sent me the picture. I'm like, oh shit. Wait a minute. That's her ex that beat the hell out of her in Minnesota, put her in a hospital. He was her pimp. She was a prostitute in Minnesota. There was 2099, the CD said she was registered with AIDS. So all those years she's screwing around with as being a hoe in Minnesota, gave AIDS to somebody. Don't know who she gave AIDS to. So any guy in the state of Minnesota that's been in Highland Park, St. Paul, Minnesota, they said, a place called Frogtown. She was called China Doll or something like that, because she was Korean. She had AIDS all of those years, never told me. I didn't find out until she got sick. So any other person, because she told me she had clients about 50 to 100 clients a day. And she used to go to the hotels in those areas back then. She started when she was 16. So she got AIDS. She was diagnosed in 2099. I met her in 2001 in California because she told me she was from California. So let me see. She told me she had about between 100 to 150. Let's go for 150 times 30. You got 30 days. Let's just go 30 days. That's 4,500. So out of $4,500 she made, they call it China doll, something like that. So she gave 150 guys AIDS in Minnesota. So you destroyed some guy's marriage, caused them to die, and you tell me that it's okay. Women can do that in Minnesota. It's okay. But if a man does that, he's guilty of attempted murder, assault, knowingly, intentionally to infect an individual. But for a woman, it's okay. Wow. Wow. I hate Minnesota, and I hate everything about Minnesota. They're racist. Then you know who your true friends are. Because you don't have none. You don't have no friends. Friends is bullshit. That's a bullshit word. You don't have no friends. You don't have no friends whatsoever. None whatsoever. Because you don't find out how racist they are until something like this happens to you. Point blank. And I remember this guy, we used to get our car fixed at. He was one racist motherfucker. Everything came out of his mouth. I can't stand blacks. I don't want them in my shop. I can't stand, I forgot what you call the other ones in Minnesota. Armenians or something like that. I forgot what you call them. You can't stand them when they come for get work done on their cars. But he's racist. He's very racist. Because I never forget, are you black? I say, nope. No, I can't stand no blacks, man. I hate them when they come into my business. I hate them. I hate them. Not Simone's. I forgot what you call those people, man. This is the first time I ever seen them in Minnesota. We don't have none in California. I forgot what you call them. But there are a lot of them in Faribault, Minnesota. And he hates them too. For a business to do that, man, they shouldn't even allow to have a business license, people like that. Shouldn't even be allowed in Faribault. Shouldn't be allowed in no state to have a business license. But he was very racist. Oh, yeah, he was very racist. He was very racist, and that was that, He was very racist. We used to get our cars fixed at. And then he started choosing her side. I'm like, fuck you then. Fuck you. Let her pay the bills. Fuck you then. I don't care, man. You find out who your true friends are in Minnesota. Even like this buddy that I thought was a friend. Me and him got a restraining order put on us by his ex-wife. Mine was I got served on Thanksgiving Day. His was changed to another day. And we both got the same restraining orders put out on each other. It's fucking Minnesota. They try to see how many restraining orders they can put against innocent people. They don't give a fuck about nothing else. They just care about putting restraining orders out. Bam, 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 bam. But it's okay though, because I'm reading up on their laws, and they did violate the laws of restraining orders, abuse, and everything else. And you cannot put a restraining order on somebody because somebody said something. You cannot put a restraining order against someone because somebody's mail is going over there to your residence. You can't do that. That's abuse of power. Straight up, that's abuse of power. You see, that's abuse of power. Restraining orders should be investigated. Not because one person says something. Talk to the other individual. You see, I have a restraining order out her because she tried to kill me. Not once, 3 times. She tried to kill me. I put that in my restraining order. I put the evidence in my restraining order. There was no evidence of her that I ever tried to hurt her. None whatsoever. None but lies. And that's the difference between this bitch-ass state and another state. In California, she knew this wasn't rocking. She knew she couldn't even get away with it. In California, she'd be in jail right now. Fuck the COVID-19. They didn't give a fuck. You put this man in the hospital. You put this man in the hospital. You try to kill this man. January 6th, 2020, you try to kill this man. And then you turn around and you tell me that, well, he walked in on you cheating. He didn't do nothing, walk out. And you want us to charge him with the spousal abuse. But we can't use the assault charges or charge you with what you did on January 6th, because that has no significance when it does. By law, you got January, February, March, April, May. January 6th to May. Even in her restraining order, she says, oh, they told me to record everything he does. What about record everything you do? Why did you cut your recording off then? You see, everybody argues. Everybody argues. Everyone argues. I don't care who you are. You don't love a person, you won't argue. Every relationship, if you say you don't argue with your significant other, you're a fucking liar. You are a liar. You say you do not argue with your significant other, you are a liar. Period. You're a liar. Everyone argues. That's what love's about. That's what love is about. Hate and revenge is what I got right now. Oh, I'll even play this. See, this is the funny part. This is the funny part. Yep, I'll even play this right here. Let me see, when was that? Nope, it's not there. Let me see, it was under. That's how you know when you're screwed in the state of Minnesota, because people just, it's amazing how a person can just lie on an individual and get away with it. That's the bad part about the state of Minnesota. They can, it's not right. It's not right at all to let people get away with trying to kill you, assault you, because they say we have no rights. They say us men have no rights, especially if you're African American, Spanish. We have no rights. That's what the courts say in the state of Minnesota. They don't care about if that person tried to kill you this day or that day. You know, they care about what happens now, which nothing happened because I didn't hit the bitch. You know, and you got to understand something. She can't come up with excuses. That's number one. That's impossible. But she'll try to. She'll try to. She'll try to come up with excuses. That I know. And the courts will allow that. So I already know that. She'll try her best to come up with excuses. You know. She'll try to come up with excuses, and the courts will allow that. That's what the courts do. You know, the courts let women lie and everything. The courts allow that. You know, this is a let me see what one is this.
Hey, my doctor texted me. I'm on my way up to get my lab. The house is all locked up and I closed the garage.
Oh, that was April 30th, 2020. I don't care about her. You know, I don't care about her. I don't even know why you keep calling me. You know, that's the funny part. I don't know why, you know, you forced your way back home into the house, and I don't get it, you know. I don't get it at all. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't love you no more. I don't want to be. Oh, here it is right here. This is 2/25, 2020. And yell at me. Talk to me like a punk, a bitch.
I won't go anywhere near you. And we don't have to worry about the assault. I won't go anywhere near you. First off, yes, I said that I would. And after I said that I would, I won't go anywhere near you. And we don't have to worry about the assault. I won't go anywhere near you.
No fucking time. And yell at me. Talk to me like a punk, a bitch.
I won't go anywhere near you. And we don't have to worry about the assault. I won't go anywhere near you.
The assault. She put me in the hospital. January 1st, 2006. If you want money out of the account, I got to move back home. Fuck. So you're not going to let me get into our own joint account unless you move back home. That's right. You want to pay bills? I'm moving back home. And that's what she did. This was recorded 2/25. See? Let me see if you can see this. Let me see. Okay. 2/25, 2001. 2020. 2/25, 2020. Yep. I had this in my pocket. I had it in my pocket. And then I took it out and I put it on the table, the dining room table and stuff. Yeah. And I had a person on the phone when she was assaulting me. And she broke my phone and stuff as I was holding on to the banister. Yeah. But she was right, though, when she told me that she gave a sexual favor to Deputy Keith. That's why he did a lousy report. I didn't believe that until I told this attorney what she said. And he said, no, you go get that report, man. I said, do I got a right to get that report? He said, yeah, you go get that report, man. So we read the report. And she broke my glasses, stomped the shit out of me, threw me down the stairs, and spit in my face. Oh, she fucked me up. She bit me and everything. So he goes, at the last part of it, you know, first of all, he doesn't even care about the assault charge. And in my mind, I already see he doesn't give a fuck. Because he says, well, men don't report spousal abuse. I looked at him. I want to bust him in his mouth. Here I am with a busted lip, scratches on my face, on my neck. And he gonna say that shit to me, you know. And so he just wrote down what the fuck he wanted to write down. He wasn't even listening to what I had to say at all. He wasn't. I'm trying to show him the pictures, and he says, oh, you can delete those pictures now Are you fucking insane, dude? That's just what I said. Are you fucking insane? You've been drinking? Well, I haven't had a drink in the last 24 hours. No, you smell like booze, dude. You've been drinking? Are you fucking crazy? I'm not deleting shit. Yeah, that's what I told him, motherfucker. And I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know that he did the report so lousy, try to make me look like the bad person, the jealous person, when I'm not jealous, never been. Don't give a fuck. You want to cheat? Get out of my fucking life, you know? And she got drunk March. That's when I got a copy of the sheriff's report. I told Terry what she said. He told me, no, you take your butt down there and get that report, man. I want to see that report. So we reading over the report. Wait a minute. He says at the bottom here, oh, by the way, did you spit in his face? Oh, no, I wouldn't spit in his face, but she did spit in my face. Got in my eyes, my mouth. She broke my glasses. I still got that. I still got the T-shirt with the blood on it that she did on me. Still got the T-shirt with the blood on it. Because they took my top shirt and they threw that in that waste thing. It says for poison with the red bag. They threw that in there in the hospital and they cleaned me up some more. And they put me on that medicine because it's supposed to prevent a person from getting AIDS. And I lost weight like crazy, man. My kidneys acting up, losing hair, everything, man. I went from 176 pounds to, I think right now, I can't even get my weight back up to 165 because nothing will stay down in my stomach, you know? And it's kind of crazy, man. But in Minnesota, it's best to just be by yourself, man. You stay your way, I stay my way. Do not get no joint account. Keep your own account. Because in the state of Minnesota, when these attorneys tell you, oh, no, she can't do this, she can't do that, that's bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Bullshit. That's bullshit. She can do whatever the fuck she want to do because the laws allowed her to do it. The laws says she's above the laws. She can kill you. She can poison you. She can put a contract hit out on you. She can do anything she wants to you. Because the Minnesota laws say women have that right to do to us men. That's what Minnesota says. That's what Minnesota laws say. But the best thing of it all, though, is when it's time to wake up, that's when it's too late. That's when it's really too late. So stop questioning why this man went out here and killed all of these fucking people involved in a case that he never did. You did that to that man. I'll find him not guilty. This man killed a cop, not guilty. Deputy, not guilty. Don't put the uniform on. That's the way I feel. As many as you people kill, set up, you are not above the law. But yet this guy in Texas killed this guy that raped his daughter or niece, whatever. No charges filed on him. No nothing. Saw a case in Minnesota. Guy says self-defense. No charges was filed on him for self-defense. No nothing. Saw a guy, self-defense, Spanish guy in Minnesota, self-defense. He was guilty. African-American guy, self-defense. He was guilty. Too much racism out here, man. Then you wonder why these people get out and start killing these people. I tilt my hat to them. I'm proud of them. I ain't gonna lie about it because Minnesota taught me one thing. Minnesota says to me that African Americans and Spanish have no rights. We have no rights. We can get abused. We could get set up. And she even says she set me up in a police report. That's the funny thing about it. That's the funny thing about it. She tries to use to say friend, but no. That's the funny thing about it. And first she tells me she met the guy online. Then she tells me the guy got out of prison. Then she tells me the guy works for AutoZone. So I said, okay, guy with photos on where? In New York. Oh, okay, I'll find out who the fuck it is. I'm from New York. I know a lot of people back home in New York. So I'll find out who it is, you know? So one day, somebody called me from New York during this time when I'm going through this shit. Say, hey, man, no shotgun. So what's up, man? You know who this is? I said, sure, Sylvia. What's up, Sylvia? What's up, baby? Well, I'm at AutoZone. You know the AutoZone I work at, right? I said, yeah. I know what AutoZone you work at. Well, I got an employee here, man. I just want to ask you a question. You and your wife going through anything right now? I said, yeah, we're going through a divorce. Caught her cheating with somebody on the phone. I know who it is. He's showing a picture around. Okay, whatever. Whatever. You know. What nationality is it? Just curiosity. Oh, he's black. I laughed. I said, wait a minute. He's black? Wow. Wow, he's black. And she loved calling me a nigga when she mad, when she high. She loves calling me a nigga when she mad and high. You know, and that's what happened on December 30th. She tore the house up, broke everything up in the house on December 30th. I gave the attorney the videos. I gave the attorney everything. Everything. I gave the attorneys everything. And it's funny how women could just lie on a man when he wants a divorce. But she's right about one thing, though. She's right about one thing. She was setting me up. She's right about that. But the courts don't care, though. So don't care when I get out and start killing motherfuckers. I'm promising that. I'm promising that. Everybody involved in this shit. I'm promising that. You find me guilty on a charge I've never done, and you think I'm going to get out and be, oh, Mr. Happy this, Mr. Happy that? No. Only thing y'all could do for me is put me to death. That's the only fucking thing y'all could do for me. Put me to fucking death sentence. That's it. That's the only fucking thing this system could do for me. Put me to death. That's the only fucking thing, you know? So we'll see what works out, you know? Because I'm going to tell you, man, I'm not going down without a fight. I don't give a fuck who you are, you see? I don't give a fuck who you are. I got some people that'll put $1 million bond on your asses, man. Contracts. I don't give a fuck no more. You know, you want me to be a murderer? That's what I'm going to be. You want me to be a violent person? That's what I'm going to be. Because this state of Minnesota made me do this. That's who did this to me. I got lied on, got assaulted, falsified evidence, false evidence. Oh, fuck, I forgot they can do that because they're law enforcement. Oh, fuck, I forgot. She can do that because she's a woman and Korean. Son of a bitch. What is wrong with my mind? No. Y'all gonna have to give me the death penalty, man. Allah bear me witness. That's what y'all gotta do. Y'all gotta kill me. Straight up. Y'all gotta fucking kill me. There's no ifs and no buts about it. Y'all gotta sentence me to fucking death. To death. Y'all gotta sentence me to fucking death. That's bottom line. I'm telling it like it is. I ain't got nothing to hide no more. I don't got nothing to lose. You see, you took my life, you filed false charges on me, and I'm supposed to sit back, hunky-dory, and everything. I'm not going to sit back, hunky-dory, and everything. You know? And it's a shame how there's no laws. There's no laws, man. So I'll be taking the law into my own hand on everybody involved in this motherfucking shit. Everyone that set me up, I'll be taking the laws into my own hand. I don't give a fuck about your laws. I really don't. I don't give a fuck about your life. Did you give a fuck about me? No. Did you give a fuck about lying on a fucking police report, planting evidence, falsified statements? No, you didn't give a fuck. All because of my race. You hate me that much. All because I asked for a divorce. You hate me and retaliate against me, and you was a fucking cheater. You never told me you had AIDS. The hospital told me. I went through testing. Thank God I'm all right on that, you know. But you're not a victim. I'm the victim. See, people got to stop feeling sorry for motherfuckers that got AIDS. The only one you're supposed to feel sorry for are kids. I didn't put the drink in your hand. I didn't put you on drugs. I didn't put you out in the street to be a prostitute. I didn't put you out there to run drugs from Minnesota to a place called Wisconsin, which I still don't know where the fuck that's at. I didn't do all of that to you. You did that to yourself. You did that to yourself. I didn't have you try to kill yourself all the time. I didn't turn around and have you now on oppressed medication to calm your ass down so you don't kill people no more, so you don't assault people no more, but you always use an excuse. You always blame everybody else, but you never blame yourself. You always want to put the blame on someone else. See, this shit's going to backfire in your face. See, I never put that mark on you. I never hit you that day. It shows the idiot deputies. Oh, shit, there's a camera there. Did you know that, ma'am? Taking it down. That shit's for federal court. That shit's for federal court. That shit's been shown all over the internet. You see, all over. Even your sex tape that you made, been all over the internet. So I don't give a damn about you. I don't care if someone called me and said, oh, did you know that she died? Oh, well, good. Because that's how much hate y'all put in me. You see, y'all did this to me. Y'all did this to me. Behind your lies. Because I'm, like you say, because I'm a nigger. Y'all did this to me. Y'all did this to me. Because you assault me when I was handcuffed. Y'all did this to me. See, I noticed punk ass law enforcement assaults a person when they cuffed. Put your gun down. Be a man. Let's go in the ring. Be a fucking man, because you're not a man. Put your gun down. Keep your PR. Let's go in the ring. You see? Let's go in the fucking ring. But you're a punk. You're a coward. Anytime you have to falsify evidence, you're a punk. You're a bitch. You're a coward. Plant evidence. You're a punk. You're a bitch. You don't deserve to wear a badge. Like I said, I have relatives that were cops. They were better than you. I used to watch them lock up motherfuckers like you. Because you falsified evidence. You plant evidence. Falsified statements. I always want to be like them. It's a shame a person buses not once, not twice, 5 times, have no history of spousal abuse. I walk in, I walk out. And what's so curious about the whole situation is, I can't say that part because that's for court, you know. But it is just so many questions got to be answered. And when you lie in federal court, when the case comes up on you, when you lie in federal court, nobody can help neither one of y'all. Because you see, when a person lies in federal court, when you lie in federal court, those federal judges don't play that. Them federal judges don't play that shit. You're gonna come in my federal courthouse and lie under oath. Because see, they want you to lie. They want to hit you with perjury. See, in federal court, they want to hit you with they want you to solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. First of all, that needs to be removed. That right there needs to be removed. I don't raise my hand in no court. That needs to be removed because everybody go up in there, they fucking lie in court. They don't even know They don't even know if the truth bit them. They lie when they raise their hand. They fucking lie. But in federal court, you lie. Some judges got the power to hit your ass, find you, and put your ass in charges on your ass. They get you in federal court. Them federal judges ain't playing no more. On lawsuits, them federal judges are not playing no more. When you raise your hand in federal court, they waiting for you to lie. They want you to lie because they got something for your ass. You see, they will charge you for perjury. State court, they don't give a fuck. That's how you know these judges don't follow the letter of the laws. They should be removed off the bench. They shouldn't be smacked on the hand or nothing. They should be removed off the bench. You got to follow the letter of the law. The law says in the state of Minnesota under perjury, you have two kinds of perjury. It could be either a felony or misdemeanor. So you got two kinds of perjury. And then you got the federal perjury. Them bastards, they file federal charges on your ass for lying to a federal judge. Yeah, you can't go into federal court and lie to a judge. Not in federal court, because them judges don't play. I don't give a damn what nationality here, whether they're white, black, green, woman, Asian, man. Them federal judges, they don't play. They don't play. I seen them federal judges give a deputy in Minnesota some weird name in Minnesota for perjury, falsified evidence, planting evidence in Minnesota, 2019, prison time, and lying to a federal investigator and to a federal judge. You see, so them judges want your ass to lie in federal court. They want you. They don't give a fuck about state court. State court don't give a damn if you commit perjury or not. They don't give a fuck. Federal court wants you to lie. Federal court wants you to lie. They want you to lie real good in federal court. You know, and it's funny how they get away with that too. It's in state court, they want you to lie. They don't care. They don't follow the laws. They don't follow the laws at all. Oh yeah, that's my new girlfriend right there. See her? She's skinny though, but she's fine. She's Chinese. That was her that just texted me. Told me to call. Uh-oh. I gotta call her. I told her everything about what's going on, you know. I've been reaching out to a lot of my ex-girlfriends been calling me back because they saw a lot of stuff on YouTube and they seen my name, which I don't understand. Let me see. She violated the restraining order so many times. And that's another thing. You call the sheriffs because they violate the restraining orders. They tell you, oh, we look into it. We look into it. She has violated the restraining order so many times. If a man in the restraining order, it says no alcohol, no drugs, no guns. You living with a person with guns. Sheriff was told to go over there to talk to this individual, saw guns. Oh, that's all right. You don't have to worry about it. Now, if he was here with the guns, we lock him up. See, that's how much women get away with shit in Minnesota. That's how much women get away with shit in Minnesota. You see, no alcohol, but she's been drinking. No drugs, but she's been smoking weed. She had a Dillinger when I met her in California. It's like a little woman's 2-shot Dillinger. And we was in court on May 26th for the restraining order. And I really didn't get a chance to read the whole restraining order. You know, I just glimpsed through it and stuff, you know, and I'm like, all of this shit is lies. This never happened, you know. But one thing that this individual told me was, that's just it. The courts don't give a fuck. That's the problem with the legal system in the state of Minnesota. They don't give a fuck. They go by your nationality, you're guilty. That's the bad thing about Minnesota. They only go by your nationality, you are guilty. They don't give a fuck about nothing else. They don't give a fuck if you did it, if you didn't do it. They only go by if you are Spanish or black, You are guilty. No ifs and no buts. And these judges can say whatever the fuck they want to say because that's the way it is. That's reality. That's reality. You are guilty. If you're Spanish or black in Minnesota, you're guilty, period. If you're Spanish or black. Whether the crime was committed, whether the crime wasn't committed, you're guilty. That's it. Because you're a guy, you're guilty. Okay? So he's been fighting cases for all kinds of reasons against domestic violence, and the guy is always the guilty one because that's the way the laws are in the state of Minnesota. And then you worry about when motherfuckers get out and start killing all these stupid ass bitches. I tilt my hat to them. I really do. I would never find them guilty. If I was on a jury member, I don't give a fuck what he did. He's not guilty. He is innocent. That man is innocent. Killed the deputy. Innocent. Killed the cop. Innocent. I will not find them guilty. I will not find them. They couldn't put me on a jury member. I'm sorry. I would not find them guilty. Would not find them guilty. If I was governor, oh man, y'all have a lot of problems. There'll be no more police unions. There'll be no more hiding police brutalities, hiding police corruption, hiding planting evidence on victims, on suspects because of the nationality of their skin. No. Police unions be shut the fuck down. You shoot an unarmed African-American man, you shoot an unarmed Spanish, your ass will not get no bail for murder. Because African-American man can't get bail on murder. A Spanish guy can't get bailed on murder. You are not above the law. You are not above the law. Then you got idiots. Oh, I thought that was, his cell phone looked like a gun. And you believe that stupid shit. A cell phone does not look like a gun. Impossible. Impossible. Oh, I meant to grab my taser, but not my gun. You can't get them mixed up. But these stupid individuals go for that stupid shit. You see, they go for that stupid shit. You know, the ones that got no fucking intelligence, they go for that stupid shit. You know, they go for that. Then you say, well, I have a right to a trial of my peers. That's right. I don't drink. I don't mess with drugs. Never did, never will. So that's what I expect. You see, I'll pick my jury out because I know they're going to lie if I say, are you racist? And as soon as they say no, they lied because they are racist. You see, they are racist. You see, as soon as they jump down, no, I'm not racist. Yes, you are. You racist. Point blank. See, Minnesota let these people get away with too much shit. It's time to stop it, man. It really is, because some of us guys is not taking it no more, man. You destroyed us. You took everything from us, and then you want us to act like citizens when you took that from us to stop us from voting and everything. So I lost everything. I lose everything. I lose my home. I lose my car. I lose every fucking thing. Put me in prison for the rest of my life. You got the only one thing you could do is give me a death penalty, man. Because I'm not going to be like these rest of these suckers. No, you got to kill me. That's what you got to fucking do. You got to kill me. Because I'm going after everybody. God bear me witness. Allah bear me witness. And I promise I'm going after everybody involved. That's the bottom line. I'm going after everybody involved that set me up. You know, I'm old school. You lie on me, you die. I'm old school. I'm going after everybody involved. I don't give a fuck you don't like it or not. I'm telling the fucking truth. I'm letting you know. You know, you got to give me the death penalty. That's what you got to fucking give me. See, a guilty person would not fight. A guilty person will not fight. Then you talk about plea deal. Are you fucking crazy? First time I heard about a plea deal. Second time. You know, are you fucking insane? A plea deal for what? I didn't commit no crime. All of this is bullshit. That's all this is fucking bullshit. You know, I passed the polygraph test. I wish the polygraph test that I passed was good for the courts, you see. But you see, I'm supposed to have the right by the First Amendment, by the amendment of the United States, I'm supposed to have the right to defend myself, to prove my innocence. I should have that right. So I should have the right to have this individual take a polygraph test. But like they told me, she wouldn't take it because she'll fail. She'll fail big time. She'll fail big time. I already know that. I know that. I know that all my life. You see, you know, and it's weird how women just get away with so much shit, and then put all over the internet, on Facebook, on this other thing that other people seeing. What was it? Twitter, I think it's called. Oh, I was an abused wife. He was a fucking liar. He was never abused by me. He was abused by your ex. We used to carry them fucking pictures around. That's who you was abused by, your ex. Oh, yeah. On May 26th, she had a little Dillinger in her purse. She had her little gun in her purse, right? 2-shot Dillinger. So I'm looking. I'm standing outside. This punk-ass deputy standing there. I said, you see that gun in her purse? Oh, it's okay. Oh, gotcha. It's okay for her to have a gun, but not me, to be around guns. Gotcha. And I've been trying to tell her to get rid of that gun for a while. I didn't even know she brought it to Minnesota. Didn't even know. I thought she left that shit back home in California. Didn't even know she brought it to Minnesota. So as the deputy looks at her purse, you can see the handle sticking up. Little Dillinger, little 2-shot Dillinger, little women's gun. 2 shots and little bullets in it, 22. And I'm like, wow. Then they try to follow me when I was in Faribault. And I called Terry. I said, man, they trying to follow me home. Don't let them follow you where you at, man. I said, I'm not. I'm going to lose these motherfuckers. I got tired of it, man. So I called the agency that she violating the restraining order. And they said, well, you got to call the sheriffs. Oh, we'll look into it. We'll look into it. I got all those calls. Got the phone records, everything. Got all those calls. So then I said, fuck them. I called the watch commander at the Faribault Police Department to file a complaint. They said, well, I'm going to send this over to the sheriff's department. So they went up to where she was staying at, where guns are at, drugs. And I find out that the deputy out there spoke with her and with this other individual, because the other individual's kids were there that day when they spoke with her. And they tell her, they asked the individual she was with, oh, do you have guns? Yeah, I got guns. I got a shotgun, and et cetera, et cetera. And looked at my wife, says, oh, don't worry about it. You're a woman. You could get away with it. You know, he has a restraining order out on you. Just don't let him know that you're staying with someone with guns. But we always knew that that individual had guns. You know, we always knew that, you know. And so she didn't get locked up for that. She didn't get locked up for harassing me. She didn't get locked up for giving out my personal information, date of birth, social security number, and all of that. She didn't get that charged on her. But now there's a case open for identity fraud because someone used my social security number, which I don't see how they did it because there was a freeze on my credit reports. And the bank is looking into that, which is the best part, because the bank don't give a fuck about who you are, what you are. They don't give a fuck. You commit fraud with Wells Fargo, they coming after your ass. That's what they're doing. And they did a good investigation job, Wells Fargo did, that's for sure. Wells Fargo is number one. You know, there's this one manager, man, he's like fucking awesome. You know, he like, oh, no, this is what happened to the money, and these are the records we found out. We investigated this and everything, you know, and that person, those two persons, the lady and the guy from Wells Fargo, they're awesome. They investigated it, and no, we're going to try to bring charges against her because this is wire fraud, tampered with our security system on bank accounts and everything, you know. And the big thing is that when you give out somebody's personal information, that falls under the federal laws for identity theft, because you gave out a person's social security number, birth certificate that you had of mine, and you violated federal laws. You did not have my authorization to give out any of my information whatsoever. You did that behind retaliation and hate. Just like with this case, I wanted a divorce. You didn't want to divorce me. I wanted the divorce. And I missaid something on other things where person, no, I wanted the divorce. I filed for the divorce. I filed my restraining order. And it was so hard for me to file my restraining order because the courts in Faribault gave me so much bullshit to file my restraining order. Now, mind you, she walked away with close to $30,000 out of the checking and savings account. Okay? But she didn't pay not one penny for her restraining order. But she put down that she has no money. Oh, I forgot. She could commit fraud. She could commit perjury. She's a fucking woman. I fucking forgot. Oh, man. I forgot. She could commit perjury, fraud, get free restraining orders without paying for them when she has over $35,000, $45,000 in cash. You see, she could commit IRS fraud, tax fraud. Damn, I forgot. She can get away with it because she's a woman in Minnesota. I totally forgot. There's some good women in Minnesota, but there's also some dogs in Minnesota. And she's in the category of a dog. So I totally forgot. Oh, feel sorry for me because I'm a woman. I have AIDS. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You never told me you had AIDS. I didn't find out until the hospital told me, the doctor in the emergency room. Feel sorry for me. That bitch tried to kill me for no reason because I busted cheating. If I was so violent of a man, I would have done something years ago. But all of a sudden, you get busted cheating again. You come up with this big lie. And you even put that, the funny part about it, it's right there written in your fucking paperwork. Where, oh, they told me to set him up. It's Ray Charles could see that. It's written right in your paperwork under your name, your signature, you know, where they told me to set him up. They told me to record him. Why is it women always record us men? They cut the recording off when they got something to say and put it on when we have something to say. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. And idiot people go for that. No, it's time to fight back. It's time to fight back hard, man. That's the bottom line, you know? That's the bottom line. I just want her in federal court, and I want her to put her hand up, and I want her to lie to a federal judge. Her and them deputies. I want them to lie to a federal judge. And I'm going to have a hard on when they get charged with lying to a federal court. Because the federal judges, they don't give a damn about you. You lie to them, they're coming after you. It's been all over the news. Deputies, police officers, police chiefs been lying to the federal judges. Federal judges been hitting them. You lost your job, you're going to jail. You're going to do 11 years in my federal prison for lying to me, for lying to a federal investigator. You're doing time. And they should. They should. See, now is the wrong time to set someone up because down the years or whatever, the truth's going to come out. And when it does, I see maybe 7 or 8 states now that are getting a lot of these women for false accusing a person of a crime they never committed, and they're going after DAs and police officers. That's good. That's really good. So reality, a lot should be afraid of. California, they removed that they have immunity. Nah, they removed that shit. In New York, they removed that. You don't have that shit no more in law enforcement. And it should be like that. You get up there, you lie, your ass will be prosecuted. Because of the nationality of his skin, you're charging this man on false charges, you need to be prosecuted. You accuse this man of this crime because he wanted to leave you, you have to be prosecuted. We found out that you lied to the courts. You lied on this man. This man did 30 years in prison for a crime he never committed. You have to do the same amount of time and more because your lie took this man's life, took his freedom, took everything. You have to be prosecuted. See, a lot of states are now doing that, and that's good because some of the women in some states, I ain't gonna lie on this man no more. I'm just gonna leave this motherfucker. And they don't want to leave it like that. All she had to do is just let me have my divorce. Get the fuck away from me. Go about your business. Go on back hoeing. Go on back stealing money. Go on with your credit card fraud. Go on with your welfare fraud. That's what things you told me you used to do. You know? When we was in California, back home, they said they wanted to lock you up in Bloomingdale's. And I told you, when they told me that, I told you, what are you doing? You were selling weed in Bloomingdale's. Are you fucking crazy? For your manager. Are you fucking crazy? They want to lock you up. You're being investigated. You and your manager is being investigated. I told you, it's either me or the drugs. You left that weed alone. You stopped selling it. You know? You stopped selling weed. You know? Because I told you it was either me or your weed. Because I don't drink. I don't mess with drugs. I don't want that shit around me. You know? You stopped. As far as I know, you stopped. You know? November 2019, started drinking again, coming home whenever you wanted to come home. I didn't say nothing to you. I just walked into the living room. Didn't see you for January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I didn't see you until January 5th, right before Terry got to the house to pick up his 2 dogs. Because I don't know where you was, and you try to say, do you want to know where I was at? Don't care. Don't care. Already, I'm just planning my divorce. Don't care. I don't give a fuck where you at. None of my business. You ain't my wife no more. I don't have nothing for you. I have no feelings for you. I have nothing for you. It's dead. Just give me my divorce. I was sleeping around. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you was doing. I don't care. You know, that's your business. I don't care. Go sleep with whoever you want to sleep. Go give AIDS to whoever you want to give AIDS to. I don't care. You know, like what really tripped out my attorney and what really pissed me off was that I don't even see how the fuck a law can turn around and say that the assault has nothing to do with May 5/7, when that was in January, February, March, April, May. She was supposed to have been in jail, locked up. Once she told me what happened in January, February, March, the reason why she wasn't charged, because she gave a sexual favor to a deputy, it came out of her mouth, not mine. So when I told an individual what she said, man, go get that fucking police report. Go get that police report right now. Go get it, man. How much do I got to pay? Nothing. It's free. Go get the report. I can do that? Yeah, you can do that. Go get the report. So I went and got the report. And she was right. She was 100% right. That's why he didn't do it. He did a lousy job on the report. He didn't even file nothing. I never knew that a deputy had the authority to be judge, jury, and prosecutor. I never knew that. Never knew that. Didn't even put nothing in the report, what was supposed to have been in the report of the assault. That's why The hospital caught them. That's why that police department faxed everything over there to them for her to be charged under those charges from the state of Minnesota under Health and Safety Code. The CDC person says this is what she has to be charged with because she known and she intentionally tried to give you HIV/AIDS. So an attempted murder on my life and intentionally trying to give me AIDS, and the state of Minnesota says it's okay for a woman to do that, but not a man. Wow. That's fucked, man. That's really fucked. Really fucked.